Namaste, Nadashimaya. Praladaladaine. Hiranyakashipurvaksha. Shilatankanakalai. Itona shingo, paratona shingo. Yato yato yamitato nashingo. Vaye nashingo, edaye nashingo. Nasimarani sharanam prapadi. Tavakara kamala bani nakam Babuta singam Dalitam Idanya kashipur Kanubringam Keshavaditam Nanari Rupam Jaya Jagadi Shahare Jaya Jagadi Shahare Jaya Jagadi Shahare. Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Narari, 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 Jaya Narari. Bhakta Prahlad, Bhakta Prahlad, Bhakta Prahlad, Bhakta Prahlad. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Singhadev Bhagavan ki jai, Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Namo Mushtapuraya. Krishna Prasthaya Bhutri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Nindramane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vracharina Nirvishesha Shunavari Bhachartadhishtari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Kopijana Palaba Girivaradari. Kopijana Palaba Girivaradari. Gopijana Balaba Girivaradari. Yasura Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yasura Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Om Vishnupat Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Asutora Sutta Shishimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupat Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Asutora Sutta Shishimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Kuri Vaishnava Ki Jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Sako Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhaktavan Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navari Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Gangamai Ki Jai. Yamunamai Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktavan Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Hari 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 Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna-related Bhutri Mad Bhakti Vedanta Samarina Namana Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Viracharina and Vishishuna Vivacharishtarine. Hare Krishna. Attendance time. Please write Hare Krishna into the comment section. This is how we say hello on our stream. Whoever is watching, please type Hare Krishna with your beautiful lotus hands, and I will say Hare Krishna back. So we have here David, Hare Krishna, David Willard, Richie, and Riley. Riley is also watching. Hare Krishna. Riley, how are you? Ananda, Christoph, Hare Krishna. Gabriela, very nice. Ruda Prakash, thank you for tagging. I also see Anna, Hare Krishna. Anna, how are you? And on YouTube, we have Dr. Voigt. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. Wonderful. And Rebecca. And Frank is back. And Angela also. So thank you for coming and attending the class. Not many people are here. Maybe because it's Friday night, everybody wants to just chill. Udar Prakash Prabhu, Hare Krishna. All the important devotees are here. All the nice devotees, regulars, those who come every day. It's really amazing. So thank you so much. We're studying the 9th chapter of the Bhagavadgita, text 27. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yat karoshi yadashnasi. Yat juhosi dadasi yat. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya. Tat kurushva mad arpanam. You should take the mic, no? Yat karoshi yadashnasi. Yat juhosi dadasi yat. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya.
Tat kurushva madarpanam.
Tat kurushva madarpanam. Yat. What? Karoshi. You do. Yat. Whatever. Ashnasi. You eat. Yat. Whatever. Juhosi. You offer. Dadasi. You give away. Yat. Whatever. Yat. Whatever. Tapasyasi. Austerities you perform. Kaunteya. O son of Kunti. Tat. That. Kurushva. Make. Mat. Unto me. Arpanam. Offering. Translation. O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering unto me. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thus, it is the duty of everyone to mold his life in such a way that he will not forget Krishna in any circumstance. Everyone has to work for maintenance of his body and soul together. And Krishna recommends herein that one should work for him. Everyone has to eat something to live. Therefore, he should accept the remnants of foodstuffs offered to Krishna. Any civilized man has to perform some religious, ritualistic ceremonies. Therefore, Krishna recommends, do it for me. And this is called archana. Everyone has a tendency to give something in charity. Krishna says, give it to me. And this means that all surplus money accumulated should be utilized in furthering the Krishna consciousness movement. Nowadays, people are very much inclined to the meditational process, which is not practical in this age. But if anyone practices meditating on Krishna 24 hours by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra round his beads, he is surely the greatest yogi, as substantiated by the 6th chapter of Bhagavadgita. Om Agyantarinandasya Jnanajana Shalakayam Chakshunanmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, has opened my darkened eyes with the torchlight of transcendental knowledge. I offer my humble obeisances unto His lotus feet. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.
So, Prabhupada says here that it is our duty to mold our life in such a way that we will not forget Krishna in any circumstance. Our life is simply preparation for death. Take it as a university or college course. There is a beginning, and you're learning, and then at the end, there is an exam. So if you pass the exam, you get your diploma. If you do not pass the exam, then you have to repeat the whole semester, learn again. That is not very nice. We should pass the exam at the time of death. Someone might say, why should I chant? Why are you doing this? So much unnecessary. Bowing down, banging your head against the floor, and chanting here every morning and evening, dancing, reading Bhagavadgita, discussing, these dreamy concepts. The founder Acharya of communism, Mr. Marx, he said that religion is the opium of mankind. He propagated this idea that religion is simply makes people intoxicated, and then they don't work and they don't enjoy economic development and sense gratification. So unfortunately, people think like that. So this is useless. Because they only think of the immediate sense gratification. How to satisfy the body to the highest extent. So if such people come to inquire about Krishna consciousness, what is this all about? Many times people come, they say, what is this all about? Explain to me. In 5 seconds, you explain to me. So we can say that yes, this is very bad for you, this Krishna consciousness, because you want to use God or some spiritual process or the Guru to simply fulfill your material motive. So for you, this will be a great disaster, this Krishna consciousness movement, because we're practicing here how to give up all personal motive. We want to do everything for Krishna. There is no personal agenda, no personal motive, no personal aggrandizement. Everything for Krishna, doing everything for Krishna, thinking of Krishna, just so we can think of Krishna at that last moment when death comes. Death comes as sure as death. It is already coming. Your destiny is already written. You will die at a certain point. That is sure. we acting as though it didn't happen. Even if you speak like this, oh, please, Purujit, don't speak negative. Don't speak this negative. I remember my grandpa, he was a great atheist. And whenever I would talk about death, or I would crack a joke about death, he would say, oh, don't say this. Don't speak. It was like a big taboo. Death was a big taboo. And naturally, because this death is also Krishna. One time there was a devotee, well, not exactly a devotee, of course we're all devotees, but he was a rebellious person. And he came to Srila Prabhupada. You can hear this in the conversations, it's even recorded. And he said, why are all these people bowing down to you? I will not bow down. Why should I bow down? He pointed out. That was different. That was not Garga Muni. It was after. Yeah. So Prabhupada, he says, you will have to bow down. He said, I don't have to bow down. I said, yes, you have to bow down. If you don't bow down to Krishna directly, you will have to bow down to material nature, birth, death, old age, and disease. You have to bow down. Is there any person who defied the force of death? Show me that person. Show me that rebel. There are so many rebels. Napoleon was a rebel. He fought against the whole Europe. Such a rebel. But where is he now? Gone. Death took him. Hitler was another rebel. He was also very revolutionary, very powerful. Some people like him very much. We will not comment on that. Where is he now? Gone. Finished. So all of us will be finished. You can argue this and that. Oh, why should I do that? Ultimately, Krishna comes as death. Get out, you rascal. Get out of this situation. You had the opportunity to learn your lesson. You misused. Now get out. Go back. Go back on the evolutionary scale and learn your lessons again. So, Krishna consciousness is a science, it is not a belief. This belief, religion, faith, it's all based on this principle of sense gratification through spiritual process. I want a new car, I want a wife, I want to be happy, I want to be successful, I want to make money. And please, show me how to do the rituals, I will learn something, blah, 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 some mantras, some prayers, and then money will come, woman will come, peace will come, family, health, everything. So many people are writing to me, especially from India. Prabhuji, give me your blessings. They think that a devotee is for sense gratification. Give me blessings for my sense gratification. That's what they're asking. Because blessings for spiritual life are already there. Look, this. The greatest blessing is right here, this book, Bhagavadgita. This is the sum and substance of all blessings. So Krishna is giving it to everyone. Srila Prabhupada makes that point that Bhagavad Gita was not only meant for Arjuna, but it was meant for everyone. The whole of mankind. Now, thanks to Srila Prabhupada, everyone can have access to Krishna's message. It's unbelievable. So it's meant for everyone. Krishna consciousness is universal. It's meant for everyone. Everyone can hear it. And that is Krishna's greatest blessing, greatest mercy. There's knowledge. Similarly, the spiritual master, what is his blessing? What is his greatest blessing? His instruction. It is not that the guru, he will touch your head and, somehow or other, he will manufacture knowledge in your brain. No, the spiritual master cannot do that. Krishna consciousness is already there in the heart of every living entity. That is stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is already there. It is our eternal nature to be Krishna conscious. But right now, that knowledge is covered. So, this knowledge is awakened or initiated. Just like initiate means to start off. So it is actually it is reinitiated because it is eternally there. And it is reinitiated by the transcendental sounds. See, the Guru initiates through sound. Just like we say, Om Agyantirinandasya Jnana Janashalakayam Chakshunan Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guru. The spiritual master has opened my darkened eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. Right now, my eyes are darkened, just like when you sleep. Your eyes are dark. If you open your eyes in the middle of night and you put this Nityananda's flashlight, oh, it is very painful. Very painful. So similarly, the spiritual master, he forcefully is opening our eyes. How? By opening our ears. When you're sleeping, all the senses are shut off. The eye will not see, the touch will not touch, the tongue will not taste. All the senses shut off, except the ear. That's how you wake up. You hear the alarm clock. That's how you wake up. Similarly, the spiritual master awakens the fire of spiritual life in the heart of the living entity by the transcendental sound vibration. These are all sound vibrations. Srila Prabhupada's purports are transcendental sound vibrations that awaken the living entity to its original position, from the so-called enjoyer to the real servant of Krishna. So that is the blessing we want to get from the spiritual master. The blessing is there. Spiritual master is not a businessman. See, businessman is thinking, well, if I give my product free of charge, then it will lose all value. Then nobody will buy it because free thing has no value. And he wants to make some profit. But the spiritual master, he doesn't want to make any profit. There is a nice story in this connection. A great Acharya, Ramadojacharya, he inquired from his spiritual master a mantra that would liberate everyone. Something like that. I don't remember the exact details of that story. This happened. And his guru told him the mantra. And he said, this will liberate everyone. But don't speak this mantra to anybody else, okay? It's a secret mantra. So next morning, Ramadojacharya went on the roof of a house in a marketplace and started screaming the mantra to everyone. Take this mantra, take this mantra, take this mantra. So the guru, when he saw it, he came, what are you doing? How come I told you, you violating, this is Guru Avagya, you disobeying the order of the Guru. That was simply between you and me. Because you were in my physical presence, I gave you the mantra. And now you're distributing freely against my order. What is this? So then Ramadojacharya, he smiled and he said, Guru, my dear Gurudev, you said that the mantra can liberate everyone. So I know I violated this order, but I cannot help. I cannot help it. I want everybody to be liberated. So then the Guru said, very good. You have understood. You have disobeyed my order, but actually you have not disobeyed. So he acknowledged that this was a good decision. The Guru is always liberal. Brahmana means liberal. Kripana means a miser. He will not give any advice unless you pay. Miserly. We give freely advice. Come on, because we know that this is not some kind of a business, but this helps the people to think of Krishna at a time of death and helps them to get liberated from all misery. all misery altogether. So don't think of the spiritual master as some kind of a businessman. He gives mantra to one person and he gives nothing to other persons at all. That he's like a transcendental blackmailer. Now, first you give me massage, first you give me money, and then I will give you knowledge. No. Srila Prabhupada actually mentions in one of his purports to the Chaitanya Charitamrita that the Guru is not pleased when the disciple brings money. He is disappointed. Oh, he's bringing money. Oh. He's more interested when the student is inquiring about Krishna consciousness philosophy. That is his real satisfaction. So, Krishna consciousness is not so foolish that devotees, they come and they perform service with some ulterior motive. They understand that this is our original position. Serving Krishna, this is our real happiness. That's the happiness of the soul. That is our natural position. And this idea that I am the enjoyer, controller, and I need sense gratification, this is what keeps us always in trouble. Because as soon as you want to enjoy, you must suffer. You live in a relative world. As soon as you separate yourself from the service to Krishna, you separate your enjoyment from Krishna's enjoyment, then you become subjected by the dualities of the material world. Just like when you throw a stone in a lake, it makes ripples, right, on the water. So if you throw another stone exactly in the same spot, these ripples that are created will not clash with the other ripples because the center is one. But if you throw the stone here, another stone there, there will be ripples that will clash with one another. So long our aim is Krishna, we're Krishna-centered, there is no duality. A devotee, if he's happy, he is using his opulence or happiness to further Krishna consciousness movement. And if a devotee is put into difficulty, he is also satisfied. Oh, here's some purification, here's some lesson to learn. Let me analyze the nature of this material world so I get more enthused to get out of here. No duality for a devotee. Happiness or distress doesn't matter because he's not self-centered, he's Krishna-centered. He understands that Krishna is the supreme controller. He is controlling our distress, he is controlling our happiness. So if Krishna wants me to be distressed, I must surrender to it. I must embrace it. Yes, Krishna knows. I do not know, but Krishna knows. Krishna knows why this suffering is there. Just like a doctor, sometimes, he must put injection. So there's a little bit of pinching pain. So there's a pain, but his purpose is to cure you from a disease. Similarly, all the suffering that we experience in the material world is actually very beneficial for us because by suffering, we're burning our karmic reactions. See, we have accumulated so many reactions, so much karma. So how it is purified? Through suffering. So when you suffer, the karmic reaction is being slowly purified. Of course, we should not voluntarily put ourselves in some suffering position. But even if you try your best to be happy, you cannot avoid distress in this material world. So long you don't do everything for Krishna. If you do everything for Krishna, then you are not affected by this material world. So Krishna says, all that you do, all that you work on, all your work, all your activity, all that you eat, we were discussing that yesterday. all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering unto me. Some might be attracted to austerities. Oh, I'm a strict vegan. I don't take any, even milk I don't take. So this is austerity. Austerity of the tongue. But if he's not doing that austerity for Krishna, then it is useless. It has no value. Everything must be for Krishna. This is very important. All that you eat, that should be Krishna prasadam. Offer it before to Krishna. All that you do, your work, let's say you have a job, so there's some salary. You must use that salary to serve Krishna. If you work and then you use the salary simply for yourself, then what is your service? Then all your work is simply karma. Because while you're working, every work, there is some sinful reaction. Everything we do in this material world is disturbing to others. Just like this house, let's say. Someone had to build this house. So many insects were killed while digging this big foundation. You see? So many living entities are killed. Jivasya jiva jivanam. The Srimad Bhagavatam says that you live by killing other living entities. You cannot live, you cannot work without creating disturbance for others. So if that work is not for Krishna, it is simply a sin. It is sinful activity. One becomes implicated by sinful activity. Working, of course, also has good reaction, but it's always mixed. In the material, as I said, in the material world, nothing is pure. It's always within the realm of duality. So everything should be for Krishna. If everything is for Krishna, then it is possible to think of Krishna. If you're thinking, I do any damn nonsense, but internally I'm thinking of Krishna, you are a cheater. You cannot. The mind is directly influenced by the senses. If the senses are engaged in the religion of non-Krishna consciousness, then your mind will automatically think of non-Krishna consciousness, Maya. You must engage the senses. You must engage your work. You must engage everything. Your talks, your relationships, everything must be Krishna-centered. Oh, you Krishna conscious, you fanatics. No, we're not fanatics. We are the best fanatics. Please do not insult by calling us fanatics. There is no one more fanatical about God as the devotees of Krishna. That is not fanaticism. That is intelligence. At the time of death, nothing will help you. If you are diverted to other things, let's say you're dying and you're thinking of Krishna, but then you remember something inauspicious. Oh, there is mosquito. Oh, I want to be mosquito. Well, you become a mosquito in your next life. Or you think of your wife, or you think of sex. So many things we contemplate. Just analyze your mind throughout the day. Is there Krishna in your mind? Everything should be arranged in such a way that he will not forget Krishna in any circumstance. But it seems like in the materialistic way of living, we don't want to remember Krishna under any circumstance. Complete opposite. Everything is arranged in such a way that we forget Krishna as much as possible. That is why these temples are important. They remind people of Krishna. Suppose I'm so disturbed, so much engrossed in my work, working, earning money, and I cannot snap out to even chant Hare Krishna. So at least let me go to the temple. Let me throw my body in a temple somehow or other, so I can have a darshan of Krishna, of the deity. Here also we have a nice deity of our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. So when you meditate on Srila Prabhupada, it is as good as meditating on Krishna, because he's a pure devotee of Krishna. He's not God, but he is only thinking of Krishna. So when you meditate on Srila Prabhupada's transcendental body, you're automatically reminded of Krishna. When you read the Bhagavadgita, when you think about these concepts that Krishna, these are not concepts, these are realities. But in the beginning we think it's a concept. So even if you think like that, think about these concepts from the Bhagavad Gita. You will think of Krishna. Automatically, you'll be reminded of Krishna. If you engage in some practical service for Krishna, then that absorption becomes even more. Our Nityananda Prabhu here is serving every day Krishna, doing puja. So he's thinking, oh, Krishna needs eating, Krishna needs to wake up, Krishna needs this, Krishna needs that. This is such a nice absorption, deity worship. And when you do this, then thinking of Krishna is easier. You cannot think of Krishna just like that. Don't be so puffed up. Oh, I am a great meditator. No, you cannot. And we see, if you were thinking of Krishna, you'll be purified. But so many people are engaged in materialistic activities, so many bad habits. Even this Facebook is a bad habit. Scrolling, so much time wasted. So we see that there is no thinking of Krishna. There's emptiness. Instead of Krishna, you have emptiness in your heart. And then emptiness is filled up with materialistic subject matters. So don't ever be intimidated by people who say, you're a fanatic, this is too much. If someone is practicing a musical instrument, just like here, the guitar we have. So when I was learning to play guitar, I would play every single day the same thing, the same chords. I'm sorry?
It was this song?
No, but whatever, some song, and constantly you go until you learn it. In the beginning it's, how do you play it? But then you get it. And then it goes automatically. But before you get to that stage, you have to practice the same thing over and over and over. And if some fool comes and says, why are you playing the same song all over? Let's play something else. Well, I don't know anything else. Because I'm practicing. I must practice that one thing. So we must practice Krishna consciousness. It's a practice. It's not this sentimental religion. And God is my servant and I do, all kinds of rituals and I adjust the rituals according to my sense gratification. And then God or the Guru gives blessings and then automatically on the escalator I go back home, back to God. It doesn't work like that. We're practicing our consciousness, learning how to think of God, how to think of Krishna. Very difficult process and requires an individual endeavor. It is not a group thing. Of course, we associate with the devotees, but Krishna consciousness is individual consciousness. You don't have my consciousness. I don't have your consciousness. Consciousness is individual. Just think about it. So we are associating with devotees. Why? So we individually become Krishna conscious. Okay? So I'll stop here. Are there any questions on YouTube or Facebook? Yes?
Just this last point was very interesting. You said that it's just a practice, so even though if we mess up, we should still keep on practicing. But I'm wondering, let's say from my experience, every day in my chanting, I try to align myself and and I'm saying to myself, okay, today I want to make it perfect. Like I want to be always attentive, or during the class I want to be always attentive. I don't want to fall asleep. But it always happens. Again, some messed up.
Fall
again.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. So does it mean that there's something I'm doing wrong, or should I just continue as I'm doing, and then eventually, by the grace of Krishna, it will be rectified? Or should I change something?
No, you cannot change. The process is the same, but maybe your understanding is not so developed. That's why we have to read the books. This will give us more determination. You need determination. Suppose you want to be a lawyer. How much you have to study at university?
Right.
So much endeavor, so much study, so much austerity. You can't go to the parties. You can't dead scroll on Facebook. To learn your law books, pass the exams. So a lot of determination is required. And you mean to say that to realize God is easy? This must be 1,000 times more difficult than become a lawyer. Maybe more, 1 million. You must have such determination. So it relates to how much we understand, as I said in the beginning, our own mortality. Most of the people are unaware. Oh, why are you speaking of these negative things? Let's enjoy. Eat, sleep, sex, enjoy, forget this. Let's watch some movie. What is nonsense is speaking? Swipe. Most of the people are like that. That's why we're not attentive. We're unaware of our own mortality. Suppose someone comes with a gun and he threatens you that I'm going to kill you. Would you sleep also?
No.
But that is the position all the time. We're all the time threatened by the possibility of dying. You might slip somewhere, in a bathroom, you break your neck, you're dead. You might eat something, you're dead. You might get a heart attack. You might get some vaccine or something, deadly vaccine from Billy Gates. I don't know. You're dead. So, but we're unaware because we're so much into the body. Yeah. I am the body. This is important.
But somebody might say, well, obviously it's a clear difference between if somebody comes with a gun, there's 100% chance that he's going to shoot you.
No, not 100%.
Okay, but sure, but whatever. It's a very high percentage.
Okay.
A gun, so it's very scary.
But one day you have to die. That is sure. That is 100%.
Yeah.
See, he might not kill you, okay? He might change his mind. But you are mortal. You will 100% die at a certain point. That is sure.
At a certain
yes.
point.
Oh, yes, my friend.
For sure.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. But quite likely not in the bathroom slipping. It's very small chance. So
somehow or other you die. How does it matter? Bathroom slipping or eating poison or getting, old and dying, natural death. You have to die.
Well, why worry about it now? It might, it's going to spoil you.
And that is mudha. That is a foolish person. Why worry now? Let me enjoy. Later on, somehow or other, I will figure it out. That is lack of determination. You have to get the priorities right. What is the benefit of enjoying the sense gratification? The pigs, they also have that. Eating, sleeping, sex, fighting. You don't need this human form. You go take birth as a pig. That's actually stated by Lord Rishabhadeva. Even hog eaters, they can do this. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. The human form of life is meant for tapasya, for austerity. So if you say, oh, why I need this? Well, okay, you don't need this. Go to a body of a pig. Krishna will fulfill your desire. Krishna is not going to force you. You don't want to take nice prasadam, you are addicted to Murder King. Very nice restaurant, Murder King. So Krishna is very kind. Oh, why you need to go and earn money and buy burgers? Go get free in a tiger body. Why you need to cook? Take raw. It gives you these fangs and, you can go and hunt in an animal body. Any other question?
Yeah, I have, but I can also read if you like it from the comments.
Yes?
Well, I'm wondering, just from my knowledge, when people, like the Indians, when they ask for blessings or any religious, what are they expecting? Is it just good karma, like that everything goes easily? And
Yeah, that's what I said. Good karma. Blessings so my family is good, my country is good, I am good, everyone is good.
Right.
They're asking in a world that is programmed to be bad, they ask to be good. You know how foolish that is.
Okay, and my last question. But if the spiritual process that we're engaging in, if it's so pleasing to the soul, then why even sometimes you see devotees, they have material desires take over, just like you were explaining in the beginning, the materialistic people.
Devotee is not so easy to be a devotee. We are aspiring devotees. But devotee, Vaishnava, this is not such a cheap title. Devotee means anya bilasita shunyam, jnana karmadi anuvartam. No desire for fruitive results, no attraction for mundane knowledge. Only Krishna. Don't think you're a devotee, Prabhupada would say. Don't think you're a devotee. You say, oh, why devotee? You're not a devotee. You're a rascal. So long you're falling down, you're a rascal. You have doubts. You're practicing. It's a tug of war between Maya and Krishna. And Maya is winning. So first you become a devotee, then we talk.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. There's some nice questions here.
Yes?
I see only here. I see from Gabriela. Mataji is wondering, I would like to better understand why Srila Prabhupada is saying in his purport that the meditational process is not practical in this age. He is referring to the fact that such process does not help a person spiritually.
Yes. Meditation means to fix the mind on the super soul. Who can do that? I was explaining. People cannot focus. They're so materialistically absorbed. So for this age, the process, Yuga Dharma, is this Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan, chant the name of God. The meditation process is impossible. Those who practice so-called meditation, they cheat themselves and others. They cannot fix the mind. So we have to audibly chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And especially in a group, nice kirtan, group of pure devotees, the chanting becomes very, very beneficial, very purifying. Okay?
Please write more questions if you have.
Yes.
In the meanwhile, David Willard is writing that what I realized during class is Krishna equals spiritual progress. We believe in spiritual progress. We believe in Krishna. Spiritual progress cannot be denied.
Yes. There must be some progress. Not that we're static. We're always in the same position. The same illicit sex, same eating, non-prasadam, discussing prajalpa and so many bad habits. There must be some progress. If I'm not progressing, then I should inquire how to advance in Krishna consciousness. If you go to any other school, they don't care for any progress. It's a social club. You go to church, meet your friends, talk about nonsense, and then go home. No progress.
I also had this humble realization one day. I was reading Srimad Bhagavatam and I looked at all the devotees, everyone was reading, engaged. But then you look at any other religious group, and why are they not reading their books?
Because,
their Bibles, their Qurans. If it's so good, then why not constantly engage?
Because there's no progress.
Right.
There's no emphasis on progress.
Mm.
There's emphasis on sectarianism and getting material assets from God. So Gabriela is asking.
Yes, Gabriela Mataji has some questions. Question number 2 and 3. Question number 2. Why do some spiritual masters advise that devotees should request blessings for many activities, such as before moving to another country, marriage, children, etc.? When should we request blessings, if at all?
Never.
Hare Krishna.
Never. This is very bad. Who is recommending this? He's a rascal. Rascal number 1. See, whatever enjoyment you are experiencing in this life, that is already destined by karma. The happiness and the stress. Happiness is already destined, and the distress is already destined by your karma. These are the results of our previous activities from previous life. So, why? This is great cheating that I want blessings, and I bless you. And you get, the Guru doesn't have that sort of power. Even Krishna, why would Krishna do that? Why would Krishna give you material happiness or material distress? He is not your servant. Krishna is not your servant. That's not the point.
But if you're requesting blessings for a Krishna-conscious marriage or Krishna-conscious children, or to go to preach Krishna consciousness to another country, is that valid reason or not? Or is it still material?
As I said, blessing is already there. They were asking this Srila Prabhupada. He said, Prabhupada, there's this Kripa Siddhi. There's a Nitya Siddha.
Right.
There's a devotee who is eternally perfect. There's Sadhana Siddha.
Mm-hmm.
There's a devotee who attains perfection by practice. And then there's the Kripa Siddha, who becomes perfect by the mercy of a pure Vaishnava, or a pure devotee, or Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
So the devotees, they were asking Prabhupada, can I have that Kripa Siddhi? They're very sincere. Can I have that Kripa? And Prabhupada says, the Kripa is already there. I gave you the process. Chant Hare Krishna, follow the regulative principles, read the Bhagavadgita. And Prabhupada uses this example that I'm pushing, I have, 100 pounds, let's say, and I'm pushing it in your hand. I want you to take it. But you're closing your hand like this. I don't want. So who can help you? See?
Right.
The blessing is there, but we don't want that blessing. We want some cheating blessing. So these are all nonsense. Any other question?
That's all.
Grantaraj Shrimad Bhagavadgita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi Hari 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 Bol. Namo Vishnu Paraya Krishna Vishnu Bhutri Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Samanindana Bane Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Pracharina Nirvishesha Shunnavari Vachartari Ishtarine